Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvia and my channel is all about art and craft. Now in my last video I was talking about wanting to create a little stand where I can display all my cards downstairs in the reception area and that's what I'm going to make today. So let's get straight into it, but the first thing you're going to need is some 12 by 12 chipboard. The parts that you're going to need to cut is, one is the bottom, because I want to make sure that this is pretty solid, that it can't fall over or anything like that. So I'm going to have a bottom where I'll sort of glue things onto it and really give it good strength. So this piece is 8 1/4 long and 7 inches wide. Okay, so that's the first part you need. Then for the backing, the back part of it, you want one that is the full length of the chipboard, so 12 inches by 7 inches. And this one is 7 inches by 8 1/2. Then piece number 3 is 7 by 6. Then you've got your front piece, and I just marked it number 4, which again is 7 by 3. And then you've got your side pieces. Now the way I worked it out was I measured 3 inches on one side, measured, was it 8 1/4, and then I just drew a line right up to the point out of the full sheet and then just cut it out, and I did that twice. Okay, so here I've got side 1, side 2, it doesn't really matter which way you use them, so that's all good. And then I've got a whole heap of these. Now I might end up needing a few more, not 100% sure yet, but these ones here will go in between, like the back panel and then the first panel. So it's basically where the cards will sit on. So I'm making it nice and wide so I can put several cards in there, because the cards are going to be for sale. You can of course make it smaller if you want, entirely up to you, which then means your measurements would be different, because my measurements came by how much room I wanted on each tier in order to put several cards into it. So this one here, again, 7 inches by 2 inches. Okay, so I've cut 1, 2, I think it was 2 that I needed for that. Hang on, just let me double check. 1, 2, yes. So you need 2 of them at that length. I do have 2 more at that length, but they're not going to stay that length, because you also need some that are 2 inches, but you're going to end up having them in different length, because they're actually going to stand up. Like, I'm probably put 2 into it just to give this bit a bit of support underneath. As I say, I want it solid. I don't want it to be able to bow or anything like that. So this has been very well engineered. I think my husband is rubbing off on me. And then I've got some more here, which again, they'll be cut down to size but I will end up needing more. But I've got still scraps floating around. Like I think this one is about the same size. Yep. So, you know, whatever chipboard of scraps you've got, hold on to them, because they always come in handy, whether it's for this particular project or another project. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to move this, and the first thing we're going to do is grab the bottom and the back. Now it will line up perfectly. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to run a bit of glue along the edge here, because this backing piece is actually going to go against it, not on top. Okay, I want to put it against it because I figure it'll give it more strength that way. So let me just grab my glue, and I'm using the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. And boy oh boy is this one expensive for me, but like $21 I paid for this bottle, and it's got 125 mils in it, so yeah, things are getting awfully costly, but that's okay. I don't mind. I enjoy being creative and understand it's going to cost, so and it's great fun trying to do this on camera, holding it in the air, especially when you just want to put some along the edge. And unfortunately I only had a very small amount of sleep last night as well, so I don't know what happened. I think my creative mind decided to go crazy, because I've got so many things on my mind at the moment that I want to make, that I kind of woke up at 1:30 this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. So what did I do? I got on the computer and started watching some YouTube. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this the other way around, just so I can press down on it rather than against it. And this glue generally sets pretty quick, so, and I say generally. Come on. And of course it doesn't want to play the game, but that's alright. What I might do is find something to put behind it, because then I can start putting a side on so that I can start using these. I've made a whole stack of little joiners up, and I mean a whole stack. I tried to work it out how many exactly I need, and I sort of went, no, that's too much thinking. So I might stand something behind it, and I might actually, will that work? Yes, it does. So what I might do is just run a bit of glue along there, like so, and I might already put one of these strips in just so that it holds it nicely. And all I've done is put some really strong double-sided tape on here, so I'm just going to peel those bits off. So yeah, if I make any mistakes, you'll definitely learn from them. Okay, so I'm going to go into the corner. And just press it on firmly, like so, and that one, and that'll give it a little bit of support, that right there. And then I'm going to do the next bit, which will be the sight piece. If I remember right, I was doing it exactly the same, and I was. So this time I know what I'm going to do. This time I'm just going to run some glue along the bottom here. I think it might make it a little bit easier. And literally right against the edge. This time I've just put the tape on the inside because that is going to go on the outside. But this is actually a good way of making sure, you know, it's not going to fall apart on you, so while you're trying to build it. So I'll move those ones out of the way, and then we'll do the other side. And of course you're going to have to make sure you put the glue on the right side, so I need a boober here because instead of holding this shut like that, I tried to put it on this way and it got stuck onto the chipboard. So there's a lesson learned. Don't do it. Okay? So now that we've got this far, I'm going to have to cut up some more strips, and we've got to put some down the bottom here to make sure that's all secure. And once that's done, we got to try and work out where we want this to sit. Okay, how high up, basically. And the best way to work that out is by grabbing your next piece, put it in front, in order to work out where you want it to sit. And I'll probably have it sitting maybe about there. That way, you know, maybe a bit lower actually. I think I might have to come down to about there, because I don't really want the cards to topple over the top. So It'll probably be there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a pencil and a ruler. Where's my ruler? I'm just going to make sure that each side will be even. We have it there. 16 and a half. So that side needs to come up a little. Bring it up a little. Bring it down a bit. And it's right there. So what you want to do is mark at the back. Okay? And while you're doing that, you might as well work out. So it drops out. Beautiful. Let's just put it back. I was hoping it was just going to stay there, which it should. Okay, by having it there, I'm going to mark that one. Right there. So I've just cut these, and what we're going to do is glue these down and put, a couple in there. The reason why I want to glue this down first is because it'll make it easier, because I can have this one out of the way and we can put these little support pieces in straight away. Generally, it's okay to make a mistake on your first go at something that you haven't done before. And this is the first time I've made one of these boxes. And I've made a mistake. This area here is far bigger than the other two, when they were supposed to be exactly the same spacing. And I realised what I had done. for some unknown reason, I was thinking there was another piece going in here. So I made it the length, the length to being able to put another floor in before I put the front on. But that wasn't so. But guess what? Whenever I do like dimensional cards, they can go right at the front here because there's plenty of room for them. So, but overall, as you can see, you know, even all this is well secured. Like, there's no way this box is going to fall apart. You can see inside. So anyway, I better go because there's somebody here, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, it's the next day now, and I actually finished spending yesterday getting all the bits and pieces ready in order to decorate the box. So that's what we're going to do now. Now this black piece, that's going to go on the bottom, so might as well grab the box. And I'm just going to move a couple of things so I have a bit of room and try and get it in focus. And all we're going to do is just put some glue on here and just glue it on. Done is being a little bit on the smart side. I've cut some, this was an A4 size pink sheet, and I've cut it to size so I can put this is the floor, this is the backing, and then it sort of hangs over the top, and you know, just to sort of cover this area up. And I've made sure that they were going to fit properly, and yeah, this took a little bit to do because I actually did end up having to get very creative. So anyway, so what we're going to do is put some glue on this as well, and you can even use, like, you know, your double-sided tape. I'm not going to worry about it. is I'll start making all the other decorations that I want to put on there. And once I've finished it, I'll come back and I'll show you the final result. Okay, so I've had to take my camera off the spot so that I could show you a little bit better what it actually looks like. Now, as you can see, I modified it a little more because I thought it'll be kind of cool to have a little sign above it that says cards for sale. So, but there you have it. I put some beautiful flowers that I handmade today. Well, I started on them yesterday, but I finished them today on here. So, and they actually have the Tim Holtz foundry wax. That's it. I knew it was something wax and I couldn't remember because it's only new at the moment. So yeah, but I used the gilded, which is a really nice sort of gold. So but there you have it. Now I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to give us a thumbs up and share the video around because it'll really help me. And if you're new to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to make sure that you get notified whenever there's a new video that I've put up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Who knows what we're going to make next. Okay, I hope you have an awesome week and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.